right. Should we change it up? Because we've got a new round.
A new round?
A new round.
Let's go.
We've never done this before. Well, we did it with Andrew. So today is the first time we've ever done this kind of round. And yeah, Andrew really liked it. So let's see how you... It's one word answer.
One word answer?
Yeah, one word answer.
Great, let's go.
And ideally what comes to your mind, but if you want to think, of course, that's fine.
I'll try to think for as short a time as possible.
That's cool. So when I say the word, you're hitting me up. So what word first comes to mind when I say war?
Peace. It's boring. That's such a boring answer. That's the first word that came to my mind, though.
Well, then it's not a boring answer, it's your answer. I'm not bored.
Everyone at home just shuts off the podcast now. War, peace? Yeah. I mean, Tolstoy's War and Peace is a good book. I guess I've read that book, or maybe that's why it came up. Who knows?
Ooh. What's the first word that comes to your mind when I say LGBTQ+?
Insane.
When I say what is a man, what's the word that comes to your mind?
Biological human male. Male.
What's the first word that comes to your mind when I say how you feel about women?
Obsessed.
What's the first word that comes to mind when I say misogyny?
Andrew, but that's not because he is. It's because of the headline. It's because of the headlines. I would say, no, I guess misunderstood would be my answer. The term misogyny is misunderstood. But of course I'm going to say Andrew, because every time I hear that word, that's the trigger word that the media use.
Yeah.
Well, let's continue.
The UK.
Failed.
The BBC.
Trash.
Piers Morgan.
Honest.
Donald Trump.
Hero.
The Matrix.
Constricting.
Depression.
Imaginary.
Rob Moore.
Gentleman.
Oh. Good round. I like that.
Yeah.
Andrew called me handsome. So
Yeah. When I said women obsessed, I feel like that's true because my life revolves around, especially a lot of my work, and me working so hard and me trying to be the man that I am is, you know, I'd hate to see my mother work. I'd hate to see my daughter ever be in a bad position, her mother. I'd like to take care of these people. And it's maybe the first thing I think of when I wake up in the morning is, are they all okay? It's one of my first ever thoughts. So yeah, it is kind of an obsession. I don't mean I'm obsessed with running around chasing women anymore. But
oh, so that makes it all right now.
It makes it all right.
You're not an axe murderer anymore.
Anymore, no.
Did it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Fine.
I don't want this round to be this. I don't want this show to be about Andrew. I'm sure you've been asked a million questions about Andrew.
My relationship with Andrew is a defining aspect of my life. So I'm not offended at all when people want to ask me about Andrew.
Which I haven't yet.
No, you haven't yet.
So what I've done is just put a nice little fence around it and just doing an Andrew round.
Cool, let's do an Andrew round.
Okay. Is there anything that Andrew's ever said that shocked you?
Never. I know when he's joking, I know when he's not. He's never said anything shocking to me ever.
Are you in any way pissed off with Andrew at what he might have brought to your door?
No. I'm very happy for everything Andrew's brought to my door. I wouldn't be the man I was without Andrew. I probably wouldn't be as accomplished a kickboxer or a fighter if not for Andrew. Business-wise, you know, we're a team and we wouldn't have made it this far without Andrew, without me. When I look at my door and I open it and I know that everyone in my life is completely taken care of, I've got all these cars, I've got all these mansions, I've got this great group of friends, I've got my brother, I've got the friendship and the love I get from him. Oh, but there's a little bit of jail. Boo-hoo. I don't care at all. What he's brought to me, my door, you're talking about the negative things. First things that came to my mind were positive things.
I'm not talking about anything. I'm just asking questions.
Oh, there we go. Well, that's my perspective on it.
Have you seen any cracks appear in Andrew's mental health?
Never.
Since going to jail, have you ever seen... I mean, he was having nightmares, wasn't he?
Sometimes you have nightmares. It's the way it is.
So
if I had nightmares, I just wouldn't talk about it. Andrew, I guess, lets people in a bit more, but no, there's no cracks in Andrew's mental health. He's not going to flip out and, you know, murder anyone or start human trafficking for real. Like, yeah, he's fine.
But having some mental health challenges doesn't manifest always in killing people. Sometimes they can you can break a little bit. You can feel lonely, you can cry, you know, these things. not everything ends in murder and rape, does it?
That is true. Of course. And I guess to be fair, I'm being flippant about the issue. I am being very flippant about the issue because it's very easy for me to say, oh, Andrew's so tough, don't worry, it's fine. But there are very tough people who do have mental health problems. So I'm actually not making fun of mental health problems when I say, oh, Andrew's too tough for that stuff. I think just Andrew's built differently. No, I haven't seen any cracks.
Would you say if you had?
Maybe, yeah. I guess I would, because I don't think it's something that can emasculate a person. I look at someone like Tyson Fury, who is an absolute legend, by the way, who's gone through some mental health problems. I don't think, oh, he went through mental health problems, he's weak. He's Tyson Fury, he's a heavyweight world champion, he's the fucking man, isn't he? So yeah, I don't think that if I said, of course the haters would jump on it, but if I said, oh, Andrew seemed a bit more upset or something, I don't think it would in any way reflect badly on him. But my honest answer is no.
What do you think is most misunderstood about Andrew?
How kind and how generous he is. He's just a great guy, a really great person. He'd do anything for anyone if he could. If it's within his power, he'd do anything to help anyone. He's a really wonderful person, and it's very easy to look at stupid jokes he made about, oh, women can't drive. Look, one, that's not a joke, and two, that doesn't make him the worst person in the world. You know who else has made jokes about women being bad drivers? Basically every single comedian in the universe prior to 2005. Leave the guy alone. Like, he's a really wonderful person.